Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Motivation Weekly with me, Dave Luer of Elite Body Shop Solutions. Glad to have you joining us today. I want to get your week started off, get you fired up, get you out there living the best versions of yourself and building fantastic businesses. That's what I do here every week for over a year now. So today we are continuing our Law of Success book by Napoleon Hill. And we're each week for the next, next 14 weeks, including today, we are going to share a lesson from each chapter of this book to get your week started off fantastic. All right. So last week, some of you may have remembered, we talked about the importance of having a definite purpose, getting really clear on the things that we want in life. And so we're continuing with our Law of Success series today, talking about self-confidence, right? So once we know what we want in life, what is it that keeps so many people from achieving it? Or worse yet, not even starting out on towards their dreams. Countless dreams end up dying, lying in the graveyard somewhere of self-doubt. Today's message is about not allowing that to happen. It seems so unfair to me that deserving people are unable to live their best lives due to a lack of self-confidence, right? And I know full well they're capable of absolutely anything. It's really sad to me. It's tragic. So fair or not, self-confidence, as much as anything else, is what can propel someone with the humblest beginnings into prosperity and success. Okay. Over and over, I hear these amazing stories of real people that have overcome extreme adversity and very poor beginnings. People that made up their mind to succeed and to refuse to let the cards they were dealt determine their final outcome. They found confidence, folks. They found confidence. So the development of self-confidence starts with the elimination of this demon called fear that sits up on your shoulder and whispers things such as, you can't do it. You're afraid to try, right? You are afraid of public opinion. You are afraid you will fail. You are afraid you will not have the ability. In the Law of Success, Napoleon Hill talks about the principle of autosuggestion. So an element of autosuggestion is simply how we talk to ourselves. We do it all the time. All of us do. The question is, are you listening, right? Most people do this completely unconscious. And you can do this either positively, or you can also talk to yourself negatively. Now, our minds are talking to us all the time, making these self-doubt statements. And when we verbalize these out loud, like I did yesterday on the golf course, they are 10 times more powerful. That's how autosuggestion works here. So for this reason, it makes sense to practice becoming aware and observing our thoughts, being aware of them and how we talk to ourselves. For this reason, we have to practice. We have to get better about practicing awareness so that when we are talking negatively to ourselves, we can catch that. And then we can let the negative self-talk pass when it occurs. But since talking to ourselves out loud is so powerful, 10x, right? Why not talk positively to yourself instead and get that 10x positivity? Right? So why not get yourself fired up by repeating powerful, positive statements every day? I do this every day. I know it sounds crazy, right? Create a few positive affirmations or mantras that you can say each day to get you fired up. You can also use these when you catch yourself using some negative self-talk and then replace it with a positive statement, like I did on the golf course yesterday. Not sure it helped, but it made me feel better. Okay. Now, this is not some weird psychobabble, ladies and gentlemen, or some kind of voodoo stuff I'm talking about. There is significant empirical scientific research that is done on this subject. So some other ways that autosuggestion takes place and fills you with self-confidence is by hanging out with the right people. The types of conversations that the people around you are having plays an incredible role on your level of self-confidence. Your family, your spouse, the friends that you hang out with, the people that you associate with in your industry can all have a major effect on your self-confidence. So is your top 5, are they helping your self-confidence and building you up, or are they helping tear you down? This is important to remember, folks. Another force that is affecting your self-confidence is your old beliefs that are based on so-called wisdom from grandma, right? Or some relatives from many years ago, sometimes in the form of a famous old quote or saying. I've got a couple here for you. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. Have you ever heard that one? This is really about complacency, folks, and self-doubt about your ability to achieve. It creates a scarcity mindset. Another one, a leopard cannot change its spots. So does that mean that you're stuck this way forever, right? I don't believe that either, right? These are dangerous old sayings that if you internalize them as beliefs can have a negative effect on you. How about this one? I hate this one. The money is the root of all evil. This is just wrong, and it's just simply an excuse for people that don't feel like getting out and achieving things in life, right? So what this means is that you need to challenge old limiting beliefs about who you are and explore some of them that may be keeping you stuck in mediocrity by allowing poor self-confidence. You see how this works? So positive self-talk will help you immensely. However, I do have a disclaimer for you. I want to make something very clear. Positive thinking alone will not make you successful or self-confident. It's a critical step, though, because negative thinking will make it absolutely impossible. So don't confuse positivity, folks, with being delusional. Delusion is not a winning success formula at all. So if you want to be self-confident, you must practice positive self-talk, but then still put in the work. Yep, sorry, folks, you still got to put in the work. If you're 5'7" and you want to be a professional basketball player, you're going to have to put a lot of work in, aren't you? Right? If you want to become a great public speaker, but you've never done it, you need to start speaking. You got to get out there and put in the work. You need to work on your craft and then give yourself some positive encouragement along the way. Like the great Zig Ziglar said, anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. I'll say that again. This is worth writing down if you've never heard this. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you can do it well. So another way to look at this is your self-confidence will only grow through doing the things that you're scared of, right? Self-confidence will only grow through doing the things that you are a little bit scared of. So I'm going to wrap up lesson 2 here. And I know I'm going a little bit long, but I really want you guys to get this. Doug, Mike, Ron, all you guys, thanks for joining me today. So I'm going to read, Body Shop Guy reading poetry. I know, kind of a geek. Look, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you've lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you are outclassed, you are. If you've got to think high to rise, you've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Folks, I don't know if I could have said it any better. I'm sure I couldn't. Listen, folks, I believe that all of you have a responsibility, a duty to share your God-given gifts with the world. So ask yourself this: what is holding you back? What is holding you back? Ask yourself that. So get out there this week, folks, and share your gifts. Do the things that will allow you or your business to grow. And while you're at it, talk a little nicer to yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed today's message. If you want some more motivation, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dave Luer. Look it up on YouTube. And I'll see you next week, next Monday morning at 9 Central for Lesson 3 on the Law of Success on Initiative and Leadership. Thanks for joining me, folks.